let's talk about a shift in how work gets done that might be just as big as the internet itself. I'm talking about the rise of AI agent workforces. And look, this isn't just some new app or new tool. We're talking about an entirely new type of employee, a digital one. This quote really just gets straight to the point, doesn't it? We have to stop thinking about a single bot replacing a single task. The game has changed. We're talking about a complete reinvention of how a company is structured, where entire departments can now be run by AI. The scale of this is just huge. And if you're wondering if this is a big deal, just look at the money. The market for this tech is projected to rocket past $52 billion by 2030. So yeah, this isn't some niche trend for tech nerds. This is fast becoming a core piece of business, as essential as having a website. Okay, so what does this new digital workforce actually look like in practice? How is it any different from the AI tools you and I have already been playing with for the last few years? Well, here's the key difference. We're graduating from just asking a single AI assistant to do a little one-off task. Now, we're deploying whole teams of AI agents that can collaborate and manage an entire business process from start to finish. It's like the difference between hiring a freelancer for one small job versus building out a whole fully functioning department. So, what kind of work are they actually doing? Well, it's exactly the stuff that drains time and energy in almost every business. We're talking customer support, organizing records, scheduling, doing research, writing reports, all that heavy lifting. These digital teams are built to handle that stuff so humans can focus on the big picture, creative strategy. To really get your head around the impact of this, you have to put these AI teams head-to-head with traditional human teams. Because when you do, the difference in efficiency is, well, it's pretty staggering. Let's just start with speed, right? A human team might take hours, maybe even days, to coordinate on a complex task. An AI workforce, it can get it done in minutes. This isn't just a little bit faster. This completely changes the definition of what fast even means for a business. And when you look at the metrics, it becomes crystal clear. Instead of salaries, benefits, and vacation pay, you're looking at a fraction of the cost. You get to replace human error and those inevitable bad days with perfect robotic consistency. That months-long hiring and training process to scale your team, forget about it. Now it happens instantly. And the 9-to-5 workday, that's gone. This is a 24/7 workforce that never gets tired and it never, ever quits. Okay, so to really understand the workforce, we need to zoom in on its fundamental building block, the individual AI agent. So what exactly is under the hood? What makes these digital employees actually work? It all starts with the prompt. And honestly, the best way to think about this is that it's the agent's job description. You just write in plain English, you are a customer service agent. Your main goal is to solve problems in under 5 minutes. You need to sound friendly but professional. It's the whole blueprint for how that digital employee is going to behave. But of course, a job description is pretty useless if the employee can't actually do anything, right? That's where tools come in. This is how the agent connects to the real world. By plugging into the apps your company already uses, things like HubSpot, Google Meet, or Slack, the agent can actually execute real tasks and get stuff done. Next up, an agent needs context to do its job well. You give it this through a knowledge base, which is basically its own personal reference library. You can feed it your company's internal reports, your product details, or your customer FAQs. You're giving it everything it needs to do its job intelligently without bugging a human for help. And finally, the real game changer, memory. This gives an agent the ability to remember past conversations and to learn from them. So every single task it completes makes it a little bit better for the next one. It's constantly improving, all on its own, without any expensive or time-consuming retraining that a human employee would need. So, that's the individual digital employee. But the real magic, the real power, is unlocked when you start putting them together into a collaborative team. This is honestly the best way to think about it. An AI workforce is structured just like a normal company's org chart. You have all these different digital employees. Each one has a very specific role. And there are super clear workflows that define how they pass tasks and information back and forth. And this all works based on 3 simple ideas. First up, specialization. Each agent has one clear job and it gets really, really good at it. Then, collaboration. They work together, passing tasks and info between each other, just like a digital assembly line. And finally, coordination. There's a lead agent, called an orchestrator, that acts like a project manager. It assigns tasks to the right specialists and then pulls all the final results together. So, what happens when you put all of this together? Well, the implications are much bigger than just making businesses more efficient. We are right on the edge of seeing totally new kinds of companies that were just impossible until now. Sam Altman, the founder of OpenAI, said something that really puts this in perspective. The whole idea of a single person creating a billion-dollar company, that was pure science fiction just a few years ago. Now, with AI workforces, a lot of people see it as basically inevitable. A single person could command a digital army and build an entire empire. And if you think this is some far-off future, think again. I mean, look at this timeline. Today, basically 0 work decisions are made by AI agents, but Gartner predicts that by 2028, and that's just a few years away, that number is going to jump to 15%. The speed at which this is being adopted is just incredible. Maybe the most disruptive part of all this is who gets to have this power. You don't need millions of dollars in funding anymore. You don't need a huge team of engineers. The ability to build an entire workforce without writing a single line of code, that is a new business superpower that's available to almost anyone. And the people who jump on this early are going to have a massive, massive advantage. So look, the question isn't if this is happening. It is. It's here right now. The only real question left to ask yourself is, what role are you going to play in it? Are you going to be the one building this new future, or are you going to be the one who gets replaced by it?